Hello everyone. Right, so I thought this morning, to be fair, right, I'm just going to do a general chit chat because, like blokes go to the toilet and have their best ever ideas. My daughter was actually named by her dad when he was in the toilet. But so I've just had a shower, and a lot of women have their best ideas and thoughts. We have a lot of time to ourselves in the shower to just think about life and stuff. Now, so whilst I was in the shower, I just started thinking, because obviously we're getting back to, kids are going to be going back to school soon and stuff. So I was like thinking about, right, got to get uniform and trainers and God, you know, the general, this is going to cost me an arm and a leg kind of thing. And then I got to thinking about fear and, you know, and how fear affects us with absolutely everything, including things like getting the school uniforms and stuff like that, just general little things. Now, when I sort of like a long time ago was at school and stuff like that, so if you rocked up to school and you didn't have, you know, the pair of Nikes, the Reeboks and stuff like that for PE, you were totally mocked and, you know, totally judged, and, you know, it was just awful. So, you know, you get that, you get what I mean. Like if you didn't have the best jumper or the nicest coat. I mean, back in the day, it was all the naff, you know, the big feather coats that actually they go out in the rain and they're completely dead. They get killed instantly. But they were the craze. And if you didn't have things like that, you know, you wasn't worthy of being, you know, a person. So now a lot of that, so breaking that down, that comes down to fear. So as parents, we do take that fear onto our children, because now I will say my kids are in night 90s for school. I would only ever look at Nike or Reebok. Adidas, I like Adidas because I've got little skinny feet, so they're brilliant. I would, you know, I would try my best to always buy new. Now, these are things that, why? You know, this is all stuff that I'm doing purely because of being judged. And this judgment comes from, you know, people saying, oh, you're such a skank, you know, you haven't got, you know, the decent trainers, you're not named, your coat's, you know, shit, that's from Asda or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, why? Because we're doing this to ourselves, you know. I mean, who has the right to decide what you wear? And why should it be a thing anyway? So say if I don't know, went into a shop and I saw the most loveliest pair of shoes that I thought were amazing. So they, you know, they're brilliant, and I've bought them and I've took them home. And then everybody's like, oh my God, they're horrible. So I've chucked them in the wardrobe and I'm not wearing them. Now, these are, you know, this is just an example of something that, oh my God, you know, I would buy because I loved and I would want to wear them. But because of other people, I'm now chucking, you know, I've just bought a pair of shoes, wasted my money because I'm going to chuck them in the wardrobe. Now, this example, I'm just using the clothes and stuff as an example because that's what I was thinking about in the shower. But you think about the things that we miss out on in life purely for fear, and fear of judgment as well. But not just, you know, so imagine when you go to a theme park and there's a ride that, oh my God, everyone wants to go on and we want to go on it, but we actually are just so scared that we miss out on that because we're like, oh my God, I can't do it. And then you get home and you're like, oh, I really wish I'd done that ride and what have you. And then the next time when you go back, yeah, you actually get the guts up, you go on the ride and it's amazing and you're always on it now because it was the best thing ever. Or you have the experience that you go on it and it's horrible and you hate it. but at least you've tried it. The things that, you know, I'm 47 this year, and the things that I'm looking at, that the amount of times that I've gone and missed out on opportunities or whatever, purely because I'm worried about fear. I'm worried about what people are going to say and think of me, the judgment. And then you get sort of like a bit older, and then you realise that, hang on a minute, I'm on, you know, we're all on this journey together. We're only here once. So we're here to have an experience, and surely that experience shouldn't be, I'm going to stay in the wardrobe because I'm too scared to come out because I'm worried about what the Jones down the road's going to say, or, you know, I'm going to be worried about whether I've got the right shoes, or, you know, following all the trends and whatever. How do we get so shallow? How are we ending up like this? You know, why are we doing this to ourselves? You know, and I've got to the point now where it's like, no, if I want to do something, I'm going to go ahead and do it, because otherwise I'm not going to have the chance to redo it. You know, so if I want to go into the forest with a group of like-minded people and bang a drum, I'm going to do that. And I don't care whether someone's going to call me a tree-hugging hippie, because I would rather be a tree-hugging hippie and be happy and experienced what I want, than to have really wanted to do that, but I've not gone because of the people calling me that. Because at the end of the day, the people calling me a tree-hugging hippie are going to be the ones that's actually their problem. That's on them. They can have those thoughts. They can feel like that. They can say that. And I don't have to let that affect my experience, because that's not my stuff. It's not my problem. And, you know, and if we could all just think a bit more like that. So, you know, my son goes and chucks himself out of a plane, or he flies over to Iceland and stuff. And the way I view this is like, go for it, son, because he's having his best experiences. As a mum, I'm poo-cacking it, because I'm thinking, oh my God, my baby's going to chuck himself out of an aeroplane. He's going over to Iceland, and he's going to be trudging through the wilderness and whatever. But I'm not going to put that on him, because that's my issue. That's my problem. Okay, and it wouldn't be fair for me to push that on him, so he then didn't do the things he wanted to do and have those experiences because I'm scared. Do you see what I mean? So I really feel that we need to, as human beings, just be a little bit more thoughtful about fear and judgment, and how the effects of this will have effects on us as individuals, on our children, on the people around us. Let's think about being a bit more encouraging, you know, because at the end of the day, if I don't want to do something, that's me, that's my personal thing. I don't have to do that, but why should I have the right to tell someone else that they shouldn't do it because I don't want to do it? Do you get where I'm coming from? So, you know, turn the fear. This is what I'm saying, you know, get rid of the fear, get rid of the judgment. You know, if we all lived in that love state and that encouragement and went off, and we'd be doing some amazing stuff, you know, and I would have done some amazing stuff before I can't do it, if you know what I mean. So there's lots of things. Let's have no regrets, okay? Let's do the things we want to do for love, and let's encourage people to do that. And if I want to walk around in flowery trainers, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to waste my money and put it in the cupboard because I'm worried about what people think. I am me. I am my authentic self. Let's come on. Let's do this. Let's get out there and let's be our best. And let's just be nice, people. Let's go out and have fun. The more fun we have, the better life is going to be. And that's me signing out for now. Hope I didn't bore you too much. Bye-bye.